Fallout 4, Radiation Storms, and the Glowing Sea. Welcome everybody. Pursuit here, just showing you a little bit of how to survive a radiation storm a little bit better. The sky gets very green and cloudy and foggy, and the radiation starts pouring down on us from the lightning strikes. There we go, 5 rads right there. So there's a few things you can do in order to survive. One is put on some better gear. So let's hop inside the workstation where I got some stuff stored here. And let's grab some equipment that will better allow me to take on the storm. So right now, you'll see I'm not wearing very much. I got my lucky chef hat on. And I've got some... Let's go actually to my apparel so I can actually find it a little easier. Got a few things here that don't do a lot. Got something for charisma. I could be wearing some armor here, but they don't do a whole lot for radiation either. As you can see on the side, it has that they have some protection from damage, and I guess that's electric protection. Probably protects against lasers. But there's a few things here that will do a little bit better. So like this assault gas mask says it does 15 damage resistance, so we could grab one of those. We could also grab one of our vault suits, which does 10 damage resistance. Grab one of those. And there's probably not going to be a whole lot more that's going to do much for radiation protection. So let's go ahead and grab those. Go out of here. And before we get hit by radiation again, we can put on our better gear. So let's throw on the vault suit and the assault gas mask. So now, as you notice over here on the side, it says what our different protections are. Our vault suit does not do very good for regular protection. You can throw on some other stuff over it, some of these leather protectors on top of it, but they don't really do anything for the radiation. So you can also check to cycle damage by pressing C, and it shows you can find the radiation one. So there is the electric, laser, whatever. Then you've got here the radiation damage. So because of our suit, we got 2 damage protection from radiation. Radiation, not damage. We've got 2 radiation damage here, protection. And the helmet here gives 45. Let me just throw this other piece on here. It still doesn't do anything for that part either. But we have 45 protection from the gas mask, so that's great. So now if we go back out, the next time we get struck by lightning, should not be as severe. 1 rad. We got 1 rad. So as you can see, I'm a little bit better prepared right now in this suit. Now, there are also some locations you can go to hide from radiation. So let's just... There's my house. The house you start with. So over 1, 2, this house over here, and I have to put up a wall around it. So let's go up my wall and up around the back. Oh, we can make the run. Around the back of this house here is a root cellar. You can go hide in the root cellar or hide anywhere else where there is some kind of protection that takes you out of the Commonwealth part of the world. So this will actually protect me from the lightning strikes and the radiation that comes with it. We're not too worried about that at this moment because I want to show you a few other things. What you can also do is come out just in time to get struck. And it doesn't go away just because you went in there. So you need to hide in there until the storm goes away if you want to stay away from it. So there's a few other things you can do. Let's take and actually go to where our power armor is. I have my power armor, the Red Rocket truck stop. So let's go ahead and fast travel over there. And to show you how the radiation protection is going to go with this, as soon as we get here, and fast travel does also not make the storms go away. Actually, I think it did make the storm go away, but that's okay. We can still show you what we need. It doesn't make it go away, but it can make it go away depending on how far you travel. So let's go ahead and jump into this suit. So that we can show you what other kind of protection you can get. So the vault suit was pretty good. We actually only got 1 rad
with the vault suit. But if you look at this now, bring up our information here, inventory, and find the parts of the power armor here. Power armor. So you notice it says we have 300 damage, 62. So this is, there's your typical damage stuff. If you cycle again, we can get over to the radiation one, and look, you have 450, 150, 150, 300, 150, 150. So a whole lot more protection. And I think it's pretty much just ignoring the other stuff underneath, because you really don't need to care about it that much. I mean, the helmet... No, actually, it's adding to it, because that only says 150, and we have more than that because we're wearing the gas mask. I'm not sure how that would work. Let's go ahead and take it off and make sure that's actually the case, because these all say 150, and I don't know why my head says 150, and maybe the gas mask is providing an extra level I wasn't anticipating. So let's hop out of the suit real quick. Wow, look at the total, though. The total down here at the bottom, 1050 radiation protection. So, great radiation protection. Let's hop out, though. I guess we didn't need to hop out. We could have just taken our clothing off otherwise, but I just wanted to look again. So it says 45 there. Let's go ahead and take off the gas mask and the vault suit. So we have 0 protection there from radiation without those on. Hop back in. And we get... cycle through. No, 450. So it does not provide any additional protection past. It just only takes into account your suit here. So anything underneath the suit is not a big deal. So you want to run around in your suit, you'll probably be pretty well protected from radiation. I'm going to go ahead and put my clothes back on so I'm not running around in my underwear. Cannot equip the... Okay, so you cannot equip it while you're in your power armor. Good to know. I had not actually tried to change my clothing in power armor before. Let's hop out. Put on some clothing so I'm wearing more than just my underwear. And mention a few more things. So, if you were not quick enough to be able to get to any of this kind of stuff, your power armor, or put on your other clothing, you can, of course, in your aid here, you have the... Where is it? The Rad X. So that will give you 100 protection from radiation. Now, the radiation storm doesn't last for that long. Maybe a few minutes. I don't know if it varies in its length, but it's not terribly long. So you might get maybe 50 radiation, just a guess, if you're not wearing any protective things from it. So it's not going to kill you, most likely. But you could throw on some Rad-X if you don't want to deal with it, or if you're like really in need of something. If you've got lots of Rad-X, you might as well throw one on when the radiation storm starts, and you won't have to worry about it. And the final thing you can do is take some Rad away. So you can either do it from the stats menu here. It tells you how many you have. You can press R there to use the Rad away, or you can go into your inventory the more difficult way and find the Rad away and use it there. This actually shows you how much you're going to get, though. It shows you that you get minus 300 radiation. So if you forget, you can see how much it's going to do. So if I go ahead and use one of those, I go out, and here we go. Down at the bottom, you can see my radiation is going away, and I will be able to heal back up again, because radiation actually affects how much health you can have. You cannot go above the radiation bar for health. So keep an eye on it. It's almost like tracking your health. Very similar anyways. And so I hope this was helpful. If you have any questions, let me know. Keep some good radiation protection around you. Keep one of those vault suits on you for a radiation storm you can switch into. If you'd like to wear something else, it might be a good switch around. Maybe keep a mask with you if you need to go into radiation area. Or go somewhere with your power armor if you need to. So leave me some comments as to what you thought about this. If there's any other things you have to add or have questions about, I'd appreciate it. And I will see you in the next one. Now get on with your pursuit.